Hello my Nectarines, Nono here and I'm back with another video. As promised in my previous video, today we're going to talk all things solid glue gels, and I actually realized that I've got quite a few in my collection, so we're going to go through them together. Also, if you're someone who's a little bit unsure on how to use solid glue gels, or you're a little bit uncomfortable, or you just like, this is not my thing, I'm hoping to win you guys over in this video because honestly they are amazing. So let's not waste any time, let's get straight into it. The first solid glue gel in my collection is from a brand called Maskscaras. They're a South African brand. This one, you guys, by far my favorite when it comes to creating nail art. As you can see, it's nice and stiff, it stays in place, it doesn't flow very easily, and it's perfect for doing 3D nail art and 3D flowers and all the 3D stuff. This was my favorite. The next solid glue gel is by a brand called Cora. This is an Amazon company. I don't think their storefront is active anymore. I couldn't find or link this specific one, so I do apologize about that. Now, the viscosity of this one is a little bit way soft, like on the softer side. I wouldn't recommend this one for doing 3D nail art with. It would be a nightmare. But this is great for attaching your gel X tips or your full cover tips. It is nice and soft, so it's just way more manageable when it comes to that application. Overall, I'm glad I have it in my collection, and from time to time I do dust it off and put it to good use. Next up, we have the gap filled solid nail glue from BT Art Box. Listen, when BT Art Box made this one, they snapped. This one is probably one of my favorites as well. It's right up there competing with the first one I showed you guys. As you can see, as I form a peak, it's not necessarily like stiff, but it's like medium. So you'll see the peak slightly collapsing, and this one is absolutely insanely good when it comes to attaching your full cover tips. I am thoroughly enjoying this tub, and I'm glad that they came with this product. It is just amazing. Love the packaging. Mwah! Chef's kiss. Next up, we've got the Born Pretty Extension Nail Gel in the shade Nude Pink. You'll notice this one is nude pink, but this one, you guys, is solid. Okay, you can kill a man. You can kill a man with this one. You can use it as a hockey puck. Okay, listen, sis is not moving. She's here she's here to stay. She's solid as a rock, okay? But I'm gonna show you guys the best way to use to use this one. It has its perks, I promise, but I'm also glad that I have this one in my collection. And lastly, in my collection, we have the Solid Tips Gel, also from Born Pretty. I love that it came in a tube, but it has its disadvantages. It's a little bit difficult to put it back if you have, if you squeezed out too much. The viscosity of this one is absolutely perfect for tips as well. Not so great for nail art, but it is a pleasure to work with when you want to attach your tips. Now, obviously, there are a bajillion other brands out there in the market, so you guys are spoiled for choice, and these are the ones that I have, and I truly love the collection that I have. Now, I thought it would be fun if we do a comparison between solid nail glue gel and some builder gel. So I'm just using a what do you call this, nail foam paper, you know what I mean, that paper for the nail forms, and I am going to put a little coin size amount of each product, and then I just quickly placed them in my lamp and cured them for 60 seconds. Before I handled them, I just made sure to cleanse the sticky layer off, especially on the builder gel. But you guys, this is so interesting. So this is solid glue gel. You guys can see that's very bendy, very rubbery, very bouncy. It's almost like it gives me the texture of like gummy sweets or gummy bears, you know what I mean? So fun to play with, and this just, overall nice and flexible. Now this is builder gel, okay? This one is not budging. I wish I'd made it slightly thinner so I could snap it in half for you guys, just so you can really see how hard it is. And I nearly hurt myself myself trying to bend this and break it, but you guys get the point. So some interesting facts about builder gels, especially the ones that are potted, they usually aren't soak off, so you have to file them off. They are quite soft and easy to file, but they create a lot of dust, you guys, and they can get a little bit messy, especially if you don't have a dust collector. I'm filing just a small section so you guys can see. It's filing off quite easy, and it's, there's a lot of dust. It's quite dusty. So I'm pretty much doing the exact same to the solid glue sample, and you guys can see nothing, honey. It's almost as if I was filing an eraser. No dust is coming off. Solid glue gels usually soak off very easy. That's why they're just such a pleasure to work with. Obviously, you cannot build a nail with it, but it's great for creating nail art and when you want to attach your nail. That's why I absolutely love them. Finally, let's attach some nails. I'm going to be using the BT Artbox Gap Fill Solid Nail Gel. I have been loving this one, you guys. I'm going to finish this tub the way I'm using it. So even though the tip is pre-edged, I still find that sometimes the solid glue gel struggles to grip onto the surface of the tip. Maybe when it is like a different texture, maybe, but yeah, it just doesn't stick. As you guys can see, it just rolls right off, so it helps to chemically etch the nails. Now I'm going to show you guys 3 products that you can use to etch the nail. The first one is the nail primer. This one's by Model 1's. BT Artbox also has tip primers. I believe Gel X also have tip primer, and this one gives me the same feel that acetone has, so you can also use acetone. And lastly, you can use a pH bond or a sticky bond, and that they work pretty well as well. But for today, I'm just going to be using the Model 1's primer, and all you do is just apply it in the inside of the nail and just rub vigorously, and you'll start seeing that the nail looks like it's about to melt, and that's when you know it's good to apply. Now I have a little bit of rubber base on my thumb, but the rest of my nails are clean, so I'm going to apply a thin layer of nail primer so that the solid nail glue has something to grip onto, and we're ready to start the application process. I'm picking up a small bead and I'm adding it into the well of the nail using the back of my cuticle pusher. I'm moving it around. You can also use a sandalwood stick, those cuticle sticks. You can also use them to do this process. If the item that you're using sticks a little, you can use a little bit of alcohol as well, just to make sure that it's not sticking. But I never have that problem. They never stick. Now let's talk application. Usually you would apply the nail at a 45-degree angle from the cuticle, but I find with solid glue gels it really works if you kind of slide it down towards the cuticle. So let me explain. You would place the nail sort of like halfway-ish from the cuticle, and then once it's on, you start applying pressure and you push the nail down towards the cuticle area. You will also start seeing that the gel itself slides into place, and you guys, there's never any mess if I do it this way. There is no gel on my side walls, and it doesn't seep out unnecessarily underneath my nail as well. Obviously, if you find the 45-degree angle to work for you, you can completely do it. I'm just sharing tips and tricks that I found to work when I am doing this technique. If you're someone who has curved nail, this one is for you. I have one curved nail on my index finger, and it's so annoying when it comes to applying full cover tips. I'm going to show you guys how solid glue gel completely solves this problem. All you have to do is just make sure you're applying a little bit more gel towards the free edge, and you want to measure the gel and make sure that it's kind of fitting your nail exactly. Once you're happy with how it is looking, we're going to apply the same way we did on the thumb, directly on the nail, and then gently slide it down towards the cuticle area. This just makes sure that the nail sits completely correctly and there isn't any gel oozing out towards the free edge. Now this is important. As you can see, towards the free edge, the gel that I added, there was a little bit extra there. It covers the nail completely and covers that gap that can be annoying sometimes if you have a curved nails and you have to go back in and shove gel there. You don't have to do that with solid glue gels. And obviously the application is so clean, it's not touching my skin, which is perfect, and all I do is just flash cure and it is done. Now let's talk about the advantages of the nude one from Born Pretty. This is this extra solid one. I'm applying it exactly the same way, you guys. The only thing is I'm extending that gel all the way underneath the nail up until the tippy top, and I'm using my silicone tool just to make sure it's not touching my skin. Once I'm done, I cure it for 60 seconds, and now I want to show you guys that this one works perfect when you want to do a quick Frenchie, and the nude is so beautiful. And this one is absolutely my favorite technique for doing a quick Frenchie out the door, and it's just so pretty every single time. Now underneath it could have been more neater, but I just, for the purpose of the videos, I just quickly did it so I can show you guys how beautiful a Frenchie this one creates. So yeah, definitely try this one out. Let me know what you guys think of this technique. And that it wouldn't be a solid glue gel video if we didn't have a 3D flower. What do you mean? Obviously we have to have one. They've become so popular this year. Each set just has to have one, and I thought the Frenchie just looked so cute and needed a 3D flower. So I'm just using my favorite solid glue gel for 3D nail art, and I thought it would be really pretty if I use like a jelly blue color so that that white can still pop. And then I added my caviar beads in the center, and this is how it looks, you guys. So cute. I'm obsessed. I just love it. Full transparency, the video should have ended here. I was supposed to say that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like See you guys. Mwah. But then after I did the one nail art on the middle finger, I said, nah child, I have to do more nail art on the rest of these nails. So we're gonna do nail art on all of them. I promise you, I didn't even plan to. It just happened in the moment. So I was like, let me just wing it and just have fun. And each nail we're going to do nail art completely using solid glue gels, which I'm obsessed. So I quickly went off camera and applied the rest of the nails on my ring finger and on my pinky, and now I'm using the gap filled solid glue gel from Beauty Art Box, and I'm creating some texture on my ring finger. Now I'm grabbing my white foil. I had no idea what I was doing, you guys. I was winging it, and I just pressed that foil directly onto the surface of the nail. Oh, and I loved it. It looked so pretty. It low-key kind of reminded me of like a zebra print, which I absolutely love. I decided to add a pop of color by just using some foil. This one has this beautiful reddish copper look, and I really love it, and it added just the right amount of color to this nail. I didn't want to do too much, and then once I was done, I went over with some top coat just to seal everything, and I really loved this nail. I thought, oh, so pretty, like the perfect execution for solid glue gel. For the pinky nail, we're going to be going in with this green called See You from Nail Reserve. By the way, you guys, you can use my code NectarNails on their site and get 50% on your order, which is awesome. I just wanted to apply a very thin layer. I really love this green because it's so intense, and from afar it looks black, but it's actually a very dark green, and I also like that it has a little bit of transparency to it. So I just only went in with one coat. Now to create some 3D nail art again using my solid glue gel. I'm sure you guys have seen the iridescent ones, and I wanted to show you guys that you don't have to buy all these different like types that are iridescent and reddish or whatever. You can literally make your own. So I'm using my blue chrome powder, and I mixed it in with the solid glue gel, and it created like this beautiful blue iridescent look to my solid glue gels. And I love the fact that I didn't have to buy a secondary or third or fourth solid glue gel, because it's just going to be too much products lying around, you guys. Once I'm done rolling it up using my palette, and I'm trying my best not to touch it, of course, with my bare hand or bare fingers, I just applied around the edge of the nail. And then using my silicone tool, I did my best to just tap it into place so you can't really see where the two parts meet. And I really ended up loving this nail, you guys. I sealed everything off with some top coat, and I really wanted it to be nice and pointy at the free edge, so it gives that pointed stiletto-ish look. And I love this nail. I love how it turned out. It's just so pretty. Now let's do the index finger. I did go off camera and applied a milky white to that nail. Now let's go in with a 3D nail design using our solid glue gel. And I've been seeing this design everywhere. I've always wanted to give it a try, and today is the day. You basically grab a largish amount of your solid glue gel, smush it onto the nail, and you shove in as many jewels and rhinestones and like charms as you want. It's kind of like a 3D junk nail. And if you guys remember, I did a Temu haul not so long ago, so some of these charms have been waiting to be used, so I thought today would be the perfect day to use it on this design. I tried to find really colorful ones, like some greens, some browns, some iridescent ones, and I also just applied some caviar beads as well. And this was such a fun nail to create, you guys. Once you're done smooshing everything in there, you're going to give your nail a 60-second cure in the lamp, and then we are going to rub some gold chrome around the gems. So in the areas that you didn't smoosh gems into, that's where the chrome is going to go and just like shine, and it just looks crazy. I admit it looks crazy, but a beautiful crazy. I applied some top coat off camera, and this is how the nail turned out, you guys. So pretty. I love it. This might just be my favorite nail of the entire set. So pretty. Now let's quickly do the thumb, which is the final design. I'm going in with this another sexy cat eye polish, and I really love this color, and it just creates such a beautiful cat eye. For the thumb, because the application was so flawless, I wanted to show you guys that you can also use your full cover tips to create a more glass-like design or transparent design, and it just came out so pretty. I'm applying a very thin layer, and then using my dotting tool, I'm creating little swirlies on the nail, and then I activate the cat eye effect using my magnet. I applied 2 coats, and once I was done, I just made sure to cure each coat for 60 seconds in my lamp. Now lastly, I decided to add a charm, and to do this, you've guessed it, we're going to use our solid glue gel to attach it. They work great, you guys, when it comes to securing your charms. You just have to go around the area with some non-wipe top coat just to really seal it in. I just made sure that this charm is nice and straight and sitting exactly where I want to sit, and then off camera I applied my 9 wipe top coat, and this is the final result. Oh, the nail is so pretty and transparent. Overall, we are done with this set, done completely with solid glue gel, from the application to the nail art and the application of charms. I love it. I really hope I've won you over to the idea of trying solid glue gels if you haven't, and also I hope I've introduced you to new techniques that you can use to use it as well. Now, this is not my only set. I've done using solid glue gel to create some fun nails. Check out this video where I created these stunning 3D flowers, and I'll see you guys there.